on
Hey Ralph,
everything.
what's is camera a scrapper?
Nope, camera is on my laptop, the Google Chrome, while I'm playing this game in Brave. Camera is basically
Ah,
what Twitch sees. I added another player that I can control on my other screen over there.
so they can't see all your trickery?
First of all, that's a nice thing. Second of all, on my end, all of the terrain has health bars, which gets a little distracting, like on my DM screen. Twitch announcements. All right, and we're good to go. Wonderful. Scrapper,
Yes.
what have you been up to ever since we last saw each other?
Um, Mostly getting drunk, hanging around the station, working on the mech, streaming uh, really, really bad Karakian historical dramas.
hmm Were you at all affected by the fact that our space station was boarded by a hostile company, or did you just
Oh,
sleep through that?
yes. No, Scrapper would have, something that's open to people who weren't on the missions. Yeah, Scrapper would have, hopped on to, since she grew up in zero G, help with some of the keep off boarding actors.
hmm
But mostly, yeah, between when not fighting, she tends to be getting drunk or wasting time on the Omninet.
All right. Yeah, there are some people who completely slept through that whole event in their cabins, so it's not unheard of, really. And Rolling Thunder, what have you been up to?
Participated in Mikey's little bike race where
hmm
everybody made some horrible abomination of a thing, while I just made a very traditional hover bike. Peregrine raced for me, and we've been getting to know each other a bit better.
All right. Who won that, by the way? I completely lost track of that one.
I believe it was Mikey, probably because he rigged it for himself.
Yeah, seems rigged,
It
right?
was Mikey and Rupert rolled really well. We Peregrine and I came in fifth place, but it was a pretty fun race overall.
Mhm. All right, great. And Shrike, what have you been up
Yeah,
to?
Jimmy's just been during the attack. He was mostly running around trying to uh, keep everything functioning as well as his mechanical expertise allowed.
hmm
Um, and now that they're over this new planet, he's just
Ralph,
been reading
there's
the.
somebody in the game rolling a bench in
I
the chat
see
right
it.
now.
I already took care of it. Just relax.
um, just been reading the reports and messing around with his mech, trying to
hmm
figure out a good loadout for himself.
All right. What did you decide on?
I'm sorry.
What did you decide on, mech-wise?
Yes. I diversified a lot. I now have a thermal lance and a big old sword, and I've also integrated the Rylai hand cannon into my mech.
Oh, very cool. All right. And last but not least, Rhino, a new face on the station.
Correct. Yes, Rhino just arrived, just landed, and was a bit of a rocky arrival with the invasion and all. But he just tried to keep to himself for the most part
hmm
and hitting some bars to get to know a bit of the situation. Yeah, that's about it.
Tell us a little about your mech.
So it's an Everest frame. It's named after it's a homage to his past as a grease monkey, a mechanic. And so the mech's name is Gasket. Um, it's a pretty run-of-the-mill frame, sports, assault, weapons.
All right,
Yep.
great. So today's mission, we'll be finishing up. Uh, last week's whole deal by disposing of the remnants of the Anton Industries boarding parties that didn't really make it off the station and are now just holed up in Subdeck 6, trying to make a break for it and get off the station, basically. And I hope you guys can stop them from doing that. I have utmost confidence in you. All right, Scrapper.
Yes.
How are you preparing for this particular mission?
Going to try to put together the one of the harpoon guns.
Mm-hmm. Want to go for one of the harpoon guns? That's fair.
Try to keep people from getting away. And Scrapper is a mechanic, so trying to rig it up herself.
Okay.
So you can try to use hack or fix for that one.
You can just click on your pilot token, and there is a trigger button on there.
Hey!
Wonderful! You can hack and fix yourself a harpoon for your mech. It comes on an integrated weapon mount, and yeah, it's just going to be its own thing.
Very nice.
Just 5 seconds to put that macro on your mech, and then let's test it out in a hot minute. Under reserves, there's the harpoon. Alright, if you re-click your mech token, you should now have a harpoon gun.
Yep, there it is.
Great. Can give it a quick try there. Looks good to me. That was your one good roll for the game.
That's 2 20s in a row. I'm sure that's going to be it.
All right. And what are you up to, Rolling Thunder, reserves-wise?
Go ahead and pass over to somebody else. I'm still looking through the reserves to decide on what I might want.
You got it. Shrike.
For Jimmy, there's only one real choice, which is the cowboy hat.
A very good choice. Now, the cowboy hat, there's only one in existence. First worn by Condor, then worn by Arachnifex. So it is currently in possession of Arachnifex.
Oh shit!
How are you going about acquiring this cowboy hat?
Well, Jimmy's.
It is tradition to steal it from the previous wearer.
Well, that's fantastic because Jimmy has been practicing his ability to get things through legitimate or illegitimate means. So he will have spent some time before the mission tracking this guy down. And
all right, I believe last time Arachnifex was seen, they were on the beach, just relaxing.
Oh, so, maybe taking a nap?
Yeah, maybe taking a nap. It's likely. Let's see how likely it is. Can roll me your appropriate trigger there.
Damn it!
Nope. Looks like Arachnifex never sleeps and holds on to the cowboy hat for another day.
Unfortunate.
And Rhino, is there anything in the downtime reserves that you would like to go for?
I think Rhino is pretty new to this, so he's gonna pass on this for now.
All right, fair enough.
Yep.
And Rolling Thunder.
I believe I will go for the redundant repair system.
Sounds good to me. Are you going about acquiring
one? I'll make a hack or fix roll.
Yep. Just hack or fix your mech up with a redundant repair system. Got it. And with a 20, you really got it. You can now, once per scene, as a free action, stabilize your mech. No problem. All right. And with that, I guess we can make our way to subdeck D6 and see what these Anton Industry guys are up to.
Time for Team Charlie work to clear the vents.
Now these guys desperately want to get off Interpoint, and they'll just try to barrel through any resistance. You can place yourself there on the left side of the map, within 3 rows of the edge there. And yeah, it's just going to be a straight up fight between you and the Anton Industries guys. On the right-hand side, down the corridor, stomping into view, are 2 engineers, 2 archers, and 2 scout mechs. And they will try to make your lives very, very hard on the way out. Alright, let me just put some music. Let's go with... And with that, who would like to take the first turn?
If you guys don't mind, I could go ahead and get in position, but if anybody else wants to go, then by all means.
I don't have any weapons that are going to be long range enough to touch them, so I can go last.
I mean, I can go first if no one else wants to.
I can go ahead and go, I suppose. Just get my my busy work out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my move and a boost to get right here. And then after that, I am going to extend my siege stabilizers. And that will be my turn.
Alright, you immobilize yourself, giving yourself +5 range, I believe.
That is correct.
Alright, let's see. We're gonna go with an engineer. Move, boost, and put down a sentry gun. And that's its turn. Oh, and Rolling Thunder, please click the enter button once you're done.
Oh, my bad. I was looking. We don't have a range icon, do we?
A range icon.
I was just making sure that it wasn't something that I needed to put on for the fact that I had siege
nah.
stabilizers on.
Nah. If you want to remember
Right,
it, you
just
can
making
pick
sure.
one of the PlayStation tokens and like put 5 on top of it. That helps, but it's not necessary. Alright, you're now square. For the rest of the mission, you're square. Keep it in mind. Alright, who would like to go next?
I can go. All
Go ahead.
right. So let's see. All right. So gonna move. Move. Boost. 4, and I will place a. And I'm going to place a turret drone.
Okay, got one. Just drag that around to wherever you like.
Alright. Right there.
Mhm.
And yeah, that'll be my turn.
Let's just make the turret round beige, I guess. Alright, Archer is going to move 10 spaces. And it's going to check its sensor range. Way out. Way out. But that's the Archer's turn.
You can go ahead, Rhino.
Right. So I'll move. I think I'll move over here and use the boost. Move another 4 over here.
Yep.
Yep, and that'll be the end of my turn. I'm not sure how you end your turn.
It's the number 1 button on your mech.
Over 1. Oh, yep.
The other Archer is going to go. And that just leaves Strike.
Yep. I'm going to move and double boost for 12 spaces.
So you initiative boost or you overcharge boost? Because you can't take the same quick action twice.
Oh, my bad. Okay. I'll just move and then boost to here, and then end my turn.
All right. And the rest, the Anton Industry Remnants will go. Engineer Morph 6. Puts out a turret. Scout moves 12 spaces. To there, has 1 quick action left, is going to use a stealth field. To make everybody in a burst 3 bubble invisible. And this scout is going to do exactly the same. Alright. And the next round.
Rel.
Mm-hmm.
Does this this hex right here count as hardcover?
Yes, it is a size 1 piece of hardcover.
I'll take my turn in just a sec. I'll go after whoever goes next.
I can go first if anyone else, or should I go?
You go ahead, man.
Alright. So going to move 4, boost. And I'm going to prepare an action to fire an HMG at anybody who walks in within 8 hexes.
Alright. You can get a Nito exclamation mark.
Nice. Alright.
Let's see.
And that'll be my turn.
I'm afraid this archer has more than 8. So the archer's gonna move 2 spaces to here. Quick action lock onto you. quick action, fire light machine gun at 1 difficulty, consume the lock on. Hits, maybe?
What's my... Oh, no.
Your evasion is an 8, so hits
so that'll
barely.
hit.
Yep, or 5 kinetic. And it's then going to use the rest of its movement to get back into the bubble here. And that's its turn.
This is Rhino. So if I decide to move and boost over here,
Yep.
would this break my line of sight? Like the
Generally, yes.
Anybody?
It's a
over
size
here?
3. It's a size 3 building.
Okay. All right. I guess I'm gonna do it regardless. Yeah, I'm gonna move and boost over here, and then my turn.
Alright, just sneaking up on these guys. The engineer is going to move 6. Plonk down another turret. Let's see if it can reach you, Scrapper. Can't. Can it reach you from there? Can't. Okay, so it can never reach you. That's fine then. And that's the engineer's turn.
Rolling Thunder, do you want to go ahead?
Rolling Thunder? Rolling Thunder!
Uh-oh.
Oh,
I'll take my turn then. Are these
size 1
what
hard
size
cover.
are these cover?
Size 1.
Okay, so
Can just
do
freely
they
shoot.
block when?
No, they don't. Can freely
Okay,
shoot over them.
cool.
Well, not freely. They you take 1 difficulty if you're not adjacent. Shoot over them. On the soft cover then.
Gonna take 4 here.
Mhm.
And then 2. I'll plonk down a turret drone.
Do you have a drone
Right.
commander?
Do you have a drone command?
Do you have a drone commander, the talent?
No, I do not.
Okay. And you can just take that green drone and do with it what you want.
There is fine. And then I'm just going to boost to move 1 here. And that's my turn.
Great. The other archer is going to move 5 axes to there. Going to check range. Going to have range. It's going to shoot you, Scrapper. Lock on
Okay.
first. And then 1 light machine gun at 1 difficulty. Or 0. Take 3 from the reliable damage.
Alright.
And the archer does not have enough movement to get back in the bubble. And that leaves Rolling Thunder. Are you back, Rolling Thunder? We can't hear you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Good.
That's good to know. My headphones are apparently falling apart, so they can't. So the microphone on them doesn't work anymore. Awesome. I am going to, thanks to the siege stabilizers, my mortar now reaches 20 spaces instead of 15.
Absolutely.
I'm going to shoot a mortar at this archer here.
Yep.
The one that just shot it. I want to say Scrapper.
Yep.
Yep.
And 1 separate attack roll, please. Number 8 on your macro bar.
I just In the dice value, after I put in difficulty, do I just put in 1? For the
Just
inaccuracy?
the number 1, yes. You have one
Okay.
difficulty, just the number 1. And that is going to be a miss, I'm afraid.
That will not do it. I'm just going to make another one.
Yep. Do you initiative or overcharge for that?
Oh, right, I forgot. Then actually instead, let me see something. Is the archer within line of sight of me?
Which one? Top one or the bottom one? I mean, I guess both of them are, actually. Can see, definitely see that one, and definitely see that one. Yep, both of them are.
I think that'll just be my turn, because I'm mostly just waiting for things to get closer, and to destabilize, or to take off the siege stabilizers would be another quick action.
Yep.
And I don't really care to move just yet.
Alright. Let's start with top engineer. 6. Knock down the turret. And then top scout is going to roll a d6 to see if the stealth field recharges. It does not. Top assault is going to move its 6 to there. The top scout has a insane sensor range of 20. Can't see Rolling Thunder though. Great Scrapper, you're up again. You're the
Alright.
only one line of sight. Full tech, first lock on. And then not consuming the lock on, it's going to invade you. For 2 heat and impaired.
Okay.
And then we have bottom scout. Gonna roll a d6 to see if the ability recharges. It does not. Stealth field dissipates. It's also going to move 6 spaces into the soft cover here. And I think this time, yep, Rolling Thunder, you will eat the full tech. Lock on first, and then an invade for good measure. Get 2 heat and impaired. Just 1. I didn't even measure it on my hand. Just 6 movement.
Okay.
Could I take the first turn? Or, yeah, first turn this round?
Go for it.
Okay, I'm going to move 4 to you.
Mhm.
And then... Ooh, hold on. Yeah. Do I have line of sight on the scout from here?
Nope, absolutely not.
Okay.
Straight through that building there.
Move 4 here.
Yep.
And then I'm going to skirmish
Mhm.
and shoot my thermal lance through these 2 guys.
Yep, sounds good to me. Give me 1 thermal lance and 2 separate attack rolls. Oh, did I not just swap it? That's my bad.
Oh.
Is it just all messed up?
Ah!
Oh
yes.
yeah, it is. Give me a second, sorry.
No problem.
You get 1 thermal lance. And you get 1 separate attack roll. There, that should do it. You're gonna re-click your token and should be fine.
Okay, should I redo both of those attacks?
Yes, please. 8 damage, not bad. Against the archer first. For a hit. 8 damage, good one. And the engineer. Damage is going to be the same, and
Yeah,
that's a
my bad.
miss. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's a 6. It's a miss. Take 2 heat. Wonderful.
Does the turret drone have line of sight to the archer, or is the terrain in the way?
The turret drone can absolutely draw line of sight with that archer. You want to use it?
Yes, I do.
All right. Turret drone used. Archer gets another 3 kinetic.
And then I'm going to boost.
Mhm.
Oop. Up to here.
All right.
And that's my turn.
This scout, bottom scout, is going to see if it stealth recharges. It. It'll then move its 6 spaces. You can trigger your action if you like Scrapper.
Yes.
Remember that you are still impaired.
Impaired. So.
It'll be a 2 difficulty, I'm afraid.
2 difficult. Alrighty.
Needs to be a godly roll to hit the scout. Almost! Holy shit. But yeah, you miss, sadly. By 1.
Okay.
By exactly 1, sorry.
Well.
Alright.
Alright.
The scout will then full tag lock onto you, Rhino, and invade you. Does a 10 hit your E defense, Rhino?
Yep, I have 8, so yeah.
Alright, take 2 heat and become impaired until the end of your next turn. That is the scout's turn.
You guys mind if I go up next? I have a plan.
I kind of want to try and shoot everyone while they're still clustered there. So you alright if I go first?
Go ahead.
Alright. So. I'm gonna move.
Mhm.
Oh wait. Gonna try to ram the scout.
Okay.
Is that still 2 difficult, or am I at just 1?
So Ram is 1 difficulty because you're impaired, right? Where the second one
Yes.
doesn't. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right, because I was inaccurate with the.
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
yes.
You can
Yeah.
click the unarmed attack button, and there is a ram option in there now. That's great.
Nice.
That's a miss, I'm afraid.
That's a miss. All right. Well. Yeah. I guess I'm. And then I'm going to fire off my missiles
Mhm.
at the cluster here. At the. Yeah.
Definitely.
At the cluster. Yep.
You hit all 3 of them. Yep.
Yes. So, first missile rack. Whatever.
1 against the archer.
And I'm at 2 difficulty, impaired and engaged, right?
Yep, exactly.
Yes.
That's a near hit. Again, 1 off.
Well,
Story of your life. against the sentry. The sentry is really fast for some reasons, and yes, and the engineer.
alright.
That's a hit. 4 damage. And the other missile
Okay.
rack.
Yep. Okay.
Against the archer.
Alright, see archer.
Solid hit for the full 3 damage. Against the turret. Hits the turret. And against the engineer. And that's it. All right. You still have overcharge and initiative if you so desire.
Yeah. I should have. Should have done this first, but I'm going to initiative and try to ram the scout again.
Yep. Still at 1 difficulty.
Oh.
No! It's not gonna do it.
Okay. All right. That'll be it.
All right. Bottom engineer is going to put out another. Actually, he's gonna move first there. Put out another turret. How many turrets are you eating currently? Just 2. Okay. The engineer is going to use its flak cannon at you. Flak cannon has no accuracy. It's a smart weapon though, so it goes against the E defense. 6 will not do it, I believe.
No. Yes, that's correct.
And then the back sentry there. This one has to shoot through a cloud to hit you, so it shoots at 1 difficulty. And that's a miss, and the front sentry is just a neutral roll. Or 4 kinetic. And that is the engineer's turn.
Alright.
You guys mind if I go ahead?
Go for it.
I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to retract my siege stabilizers as a quick action, and then move up here. And then as a quick action, or as a free action, I'm going to stabilize and remove impaired.
And you can clear a heat.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's right. And after that, I'm going to use initiative to use my siege stabilizers again as a quick action.
Yep. I see this is a 200 IQ turn. Love it.
At which point I'm going to use my mortar to
As a
launch in between this
second
AI
quick.
archer and this AI engineer.
Yep, as a second quick, correct?
Yes.
All right.
Because
The
I
mortar,
used initiative for the
Yep.
siege stabilizers.
definitely. The mortar is a first.
Arcing inaccurate.
Yeah, I know, but it's a blast one, right? So
Yes, blast one.
can only hit one of them.
In that case, I will hit the archer and the scout up there.
Absolutely.
At least I think that's a scout.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the scout.
Okay. Or I'll try to at least.
All right. Give me the mortar and then 2 separate attack rolls. Start with the scout. It's a miss. And
That's I didn't mean to click that.
okay. So the damage is you can just click it, yeah. And the archer is a hit, and 6 damage is a lot. Completely shredding the archer in the mortar explosion there.
Oh, sweet. And that'll be my turn.
Your turn. Oh, and Scrapper, on your turn, the turret drone gets its reaction back.
Yes.
All right. This archer over here. Stop having so much HP, Scrapper.
I do one thing well.
Yep. It's going to consume the lock-on on you and shoot you at +1 accuracy. +1 accuracy for 5 kinetic. And it will then also use its suppressor ability. Which means it locks onto you, and when you move away, it will get to shoot at you.
Okay.
Represented by the NPC token and both the number 1s over your heads.
Alright.
And that is the archer's turn. And I believe everybody went? Oh no, Rhino's still up.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry about that. My connection keeps dropping on me. So did someone take care of my turn earlier? Because I see the heat has been cleared.
No, I don't think you just never put it on. Should be a 2.
Oh, I did plus. Okay, all right. So, so I'm gonna move 2 over here, and I'm gonna attack the scout with my assault rifle.
Yep, currently impaired.
Oh, right. Yes. Okay. How do you clear that?
It just vanishes at the end of the turn. Or you could stabilize
okay.
for it, but you know.
But that's your whole.
That's a bit overkill, I guess.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Then I'm gonna go ahead and do assault rifle and then with 1 difficulty, right?
Yep. That's a miss, but always deals 2 damage because we're reliable.
Right. And I'm gonna do it again.
As your initiative or as
Can
your
I?
overcharge?
Oh, it's not a quick. Oh, so this is not a quick action.
It is a quick action, but
Consider-
you can't. So you skirmish with the assault rifle, and you cannot do 2 the same quick actions in the same turn. So you can't skirmish again.
okay.
You can circumvent that by using your Everest initiative ability. Which...
Yeah, I'll use that for this one for the scene. Yeah,
Mhm.
I use their initiative. Yeah.
All right, another assault rifle. Another miss for 2 damage. And now you could, if you like, overcharge for 1 heat and do it again.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip that, and I'm gonna
Right.
move back to behind cover.
All right. Top engineer. Actually, it's top scout. Top scout is going to move to here. Going to log onto you, Shrike. It's going to invade you.
Oh, hello there.
Hey! We'll also see if the ability recharges. It does absolutely not. 1 invade, 12 for 2 heat and impaired, and you become locked on.
Cool.
And then the engineer can go. Engineer moves. And a mount to there. Puts out another turret. Another one. Can't reach you. The turret can though. So the engineer checks its sensor range, which is 15. Oof. The engineer will try to invade you, Scrapper.
All right.
2 heat and impaired, and the end of the engineer's turn. The sentry drone. Oh no, the sentry drone actually has to shoot your turret because it's a closer character. Womp womp. Turret has, of course, hard cover from that angle. Sentry gun shoots at 2 difficulty, misses spectacularly for no damage. Alright, and I believe that is everything.
Can I go first? I would like to stabilize.
Go ahead.
No, all my work!
Save yourself.
Casually repairing 17 HP there, buddy.
Yes. Okay.
Takes 1 repair cap, if that matters.
Yes, I'll take a repair cap.
Yep. Can also reload your rocket launchers there.
Yes. And am I still impaired?
Yes, because either you reload your rocket launchers or you clear the impaired. You can decide.
Oh, I'll reload the I'll reload the rocket launchers.
All right.
Okay. And I'm going to I will overcharge and ram that scout.
Yep. For 1 whole heat.
Yep. Okay.
That's a miss.
No, oh well. Okay. You know what?
At this point, you're suggestively thrusting at this scout rather than actually ramming it.
Well, I was trying to get out of the. But okay. So then I'm going to move. Which does the scout? The scout can.
Scout can't
So the
attack you.
scout,
Scout doesn't have.
both
Scout,
get big shots at me.
yeah, the scout can't do anything. It doesn't have arms.
Okay.
And the archer will indeed shoot at you. It will gain 1 accuracy because it's an archer. That's what they do.
Okay.
Take 5 kinetic on the way out.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'm up to full health, so I can take it.
Absolutely. Yep.
All right. And I will move to here.
Okay.
And that's
you're
gonna
approaching
be
me. All right.
Extremely bold maneuver.
That is a very bold maneuver because first thing, so your impaired clears out. First thing the archer is going to do is invade you. Can't do it. Can't do it. 1 light machine gun. Does it for 5. And that's the archer's turn. Who would like to go next?
I would like to, if that's all right.
Go ahead.
Yep.
I am going to move to here.
Oh, stop! You can't, right?
Oh, right. I'm going to disable my siege stabilizers. Then
All
I'll
right.
move.
I'll allow it.
And as my other quick action, I'm not going to be doing anything particular this turn, but I am going to put. Let me see what it's again.
Lock on?
So the scout here, no, kind of sort. It's like kind of like lock on, but it's not lock on. The
Oh,
scout
mark on.
there is 10 spaces away from me, and I
Yes.
assume that I have him in my line of sight.
Absolutely.
So this scout is impaired until the start of my next turn. And for the duration.
Oh, you heavy gunner it. Yeah, gotcha.
Yes.
You heavy gunner the scout.
So if he moves, then I'm gonna make a shot.
Yep, it'll get you a square on top of its head to signify that. As a quick action, choose a character with line of sight and range of one of your heavy ranged weapons, and within 10 spaces, they are impaired until the start of your next turn. For the duration, if your target moves more than 1 space, they clear impaired, but may attack at any point during their movement. But you may attack them as a reaction with a heavy ranged weapon for half damage, heat or burn, and then this effect ends. You can make this attack at any point during their movement. Covering fire can only affect one character at a time, blah blah blah. Alright.
That reminds me, this almost doesn't work. If I don't do this, I'm going to overcharge for 1 heat and reactivate the stabilizers.
Your mortar is a heavy ranged weapon, right? Oh no, it's main.
Yeah, but I'm.
No, it's
oh,
main.
wait, no, yeah, it's
It's
not.
main.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to use the heavy machine gun on
So
it.
you would have to put the stabilizer back on. Yep.
Yep.
Alright, you got it.
And that is my turn.
The scout really doesn't want to be impaired, so it's going to move away. More than 1 turn. Go for it.
Then I will make an attack at it as it moves that. So let me see. It's for half damage.
It moves more than 1 space, and you can do this at any time during the movement, so it doesn't benefit from hard cover because you would start shooting it there, I guess. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
That sounds right.
Okay, let's see how this goes.
At 1 difficulty. Oh no! Oh, but it's only
Is
half
that hit?
damage. Yeah, that's a hit. It's only half damage though. Oof. Saved.
Bill,
No! Alright. You got me. Good job. Very good. That's the scout's turn, by the way, ladies and gentlemen.
good stuff on that turret.
Rhino and Shrike left.
Yeah, I'll go if that's okay.
Sure.
All right. So the anti-material rife, is that a full action?
No, that's a quick action. You just have to do it before you do
Okay.
anything else.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pick this engineer over here. Oh, hold on. Over here.
Yep. Your anti-material rifle has 1 accuracy in build. You are impaired, so that's 0, and the engineer has soft cover, so 1 difficulty.
That's good. Oh,
And that's a miss,
damn.
I'm afraid.
damn. All right. Let me. I guess I'm gonna move 3 up here. And do I have line of sight of the scout here?
Yeah, go for it.
I'm gonna use the assault rifle on that guy.
Again, at 1 difficulty.
On difficulty.
Oh, that's a hit for 4 kinetic. Shredding the scout.
Alright. And I'm gonna retreat 1 hex back
Yep.
behind the cover.
Alright.
Yep. And that'll be all.
Well. In that case. The bottom engineer is going to try and invade your scrapper.
Okay.
Makes it. Overheat.
That I overheat.
Whatever
So-
you do, don't become exposed now. You can click the bottom left overheating check. That is exposed.
Okay.
You know,
And
we
with-
really need to research water cooling.
Sure. As a second quick action, the engineer is going to put out another sentry drone right in front of your face. And at the end of its turn, the firing squad will unleash upon you.
Did the engineer move?
It did, yep.
I'm gonna overwatch him
Mm-hmm.
first.
Harpoon him,
Mm,
or just deck sweeper.
I think I'm just gonna deck sweeper him.
Alright. Has soft cover when he starts the movement.
Okay, so soft. Vanguard 2.
Ah, gotcha.
So I'm
That is a good counter argument.
I'm not impaired now, right?
You're not.
For once. Okay.
Actually, no, you are impaired because the invade. Yeah, you are.
Right. Okay.
Always impaired.
It's becoming a thing.
And that's a miss.
That's a
Engineer
miss.
goes over, plants the turret. 4 turret drones will shoot at you. 2 at
Okay.
1 difficulty and 2 neutral. Difficulty first, number 1. At 1 difficulty, hitting you for 8. Another 1. Hitting you for nothing. And 2 neutral ones, hitting you for nothing. And, come on! Take 16 damage overall.
Okay. So, wait, so 7 in structure. So wait, yes, I take 7 and I'm structured.
Alright?
Right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, that's terrible.
Okay.
Alright. I believe we just have Shrike left.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to move 3 up here.
Yep.
And then I am going to drop a grenade right here.
Yep. Let's roll a bunch of agility saves. And you should have the grenade macro, ideally.
Yes. And that also does an automatic 10 damage to all structures within range, and I'm landing it right on top of the engineer.
Perfect. So you melt down 2 of our precious pipe sections there. You
Come
deal
on.
1 damage to the engineer. And let's see if the drone can jump out of the way. It can! Takes 1 damage.
And then I'm going to quick tech to do a lock on the engineer.
Yep.
And then I'm going to use my last movement to just whoop, back into cover.
Alright. And then we have that engineer left. It's going to just move up to you. Put a turret right in your face. And the turret will shoot at you. For kinetic.
Go.
And I believe that is everybody. Who would like to go first?
If nobody else will, then I can.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. I'm going to retract my siege stabilizers, and I'm going to make a move to here. At which point, I'm going to use the mortar to hit. To try and hit the archer and the sentry there.
Yep.
And that's with 2 difficulty, right?
Yep, that would be 2 difficulty. Archer is a hit.
And I assume that misses the sentry.
That does miss the sentry. And now 1 damage for 2.
Sometimes that's all you can do. And I guess with that, that'll be the end of my turn.
Alright. Scrapper, I'm so sorry.
Hey,
The engineer moves over here. Deploys another turret around you.
all right.
Shoots you with the flak cannon. Neutrally. Hits you for 6, first of all. And then 5 turrets will hit you against your evasion 5. 3 of them will be neutral, 2 of them at 1 difficulty. Number 1 is a hit. Number 2 with difficulty is a miss. 3 neutral ones. 1, 2, and 3. So, in the end, you take 6, 14, 22, 30, 38 damage.
30 how much?
Is that right? 8, 16, 24, yep. 32, 38 damage.
38.
Jesus.
So first
Alright.
you take 12, right? Go to 0,
Yes.
that leaves 26 left over.
Okay.
Then you take a structure.
Yes. So I'm down to 1 structure, and so it's
So you go to 19 HP after you take 12,
so 12,
and then you're
which
still
that's
at a 2 structure, and then you take another 26, so you go to 26 minus 19 is 7, so it eats 7 HP into your last structure, yes.
Okay.
And you have to make me 2 separate structure checks. The first one with 2d6, the second one with 3d6.
All right. So 2d6. All
Yep,
right.
that
This
is
the
a
opening to RoboCop.
that is a hull save. Or your mech is destroyed.
I think I automatically fail saves if I'm stunned.
Agility saves, I want to say.
Hull and agility saves.
Hull and agility saves.
Yep.
You are destroyed. Sorry.
Okay.
sentry, the half sentry circle unloads into you and shreds your mech.
All right.
Can I go next here before I get the same thing happening to me? Jesus. Okay, so if I move here, I shouldn't trigger Overwatch or reaction attacks from anything, right?
Nope, unless the engineer is like a threat 3 gun, which I don't think it does. Nope.
Okay.
You can just move
I'm
away.
going. Okay. Actually, I'm going to use my initiative.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to use my initiative
Yep.
to skirmish with my thermal lance and hit
Yep.
both the sentry and the AI engineer.
Absolutely. It misses the sentry, hits the engineer for 4 energy damage. And you take another 2 heat.
And then I'm going to use a full action to stabilize.
Yep. Because you are currently at full heat.
Yep. And what else can I do to stabilize?
You can reload a gun or clear condition, which you could clear the lock
I
on
don't-
yourself.
Yes, I will do that.
Absolutely.
And and that lock-on, I should have added an accuracy, but that lock-on is consumed for the engineer, I think. Or is it only when someone uses the
It's only when
accuracy?
you declare it, yeah.
Okay. And then I'm going to use my movement to just whoop right over here. And then my turn.
Alright. Now, the engineer is going to run after you. Move boost. Oh, no, sentry. Sentry shoots at you. Strike. Neutral. For nothing. Misses.
Great.
And this sentry down here shoots at 2 difficulty turret drone. Nothing. Anyone else? No, that's all the top sentries, I believe. Yep. That's the top engineer. And turn. Got Rhino and Scrapper left.
Alright.
Although Scrapper, it's probably the best idea if you don't get out of your mech right now until the engineer is dead.
I'm good. I'm.
Preemptively end your turn.
I think we only got the archer left, yeah. Rhino, you want to go?
Oh, yeah. So Rhino's gonna pick this engineer with his anti-material rifle.
Have you stabilized since you last fired it? Because I
Oh.
don't think you have, right?
Fuck. I have not. Shit. Yeah. I guess it's so stabilize meaning like to reload.
Yep.
Okay,
Could-
so yeah.
Clear heat and reload.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go with the assault rifle.
The engineer still has 1 lock-on on it if you want to consume it at any point.
Sure.
Alright. Add 1 accuracy.
Yep.
Oh, it's actually at neutral because you are impaired.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, well.
Reroll the damage, d6. Another d6, please.
Yeah.
So we're going to take 5 damage. That is a third of the engineer's current HP.
Yep. Oh, I do have a talent.
Ooh,
brutal. I think?
brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah! another
Yes,
connoisseur.
brutal. You got it. Do the full 6 damage instead.
All right.
It's always worth a small celebration when brutal happens. It's great. It's wonderful.
And And I'm gonna consume a quick action to put the lock back on it.
Yep.
Yep.
It's
How do
very-
I do it?
You just nothing. It just happens.
Oh, okay.
No,
it's just
no roll
part
required.
of it. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
All right. And that is your turn. The archer is going to kick your mech scrapper as it moves past you. Over to here is going to consume the lock-on on your scrapper. And it's going to shoot you neutrally because neither of you are adjacent to that middle hardcover. So while it conveys soft cover...
You mean on me, not Scrapper?
Scrapper is
It'd be
down.
pretty brutal for him to just keep shooting Scrapper.
I think Scrapper at their fill.
It's gonna shoot at you neutrally with a light machine gun. There we go. 10 hit you?
I believe so. Let me make absolutely certain. Yes, it
Yes.
does.
Evasion 8. You take 5 kinetic. And then it's going to lock... No, you're actually stabilizing anyway. Nobody cares. That's too far. It's going to invade you, Shrike. Take nothing, actually.
Good.
Good. And Scrapper, what's the plan? Sit tight or get out and move away?
The engineer can't hack your biological body.
Nope. But also, the sentries have no other choice than to attack the nearest enemy character.
And it is a full action to get out of the mech, right?
Unless you eject, which will leave your mech permanently impaired for the rest of your mission.
Ooh.
So that's probably not the move.
That's probably not the move. Yeah, I can stay here and be safe and not get shot, right?
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah. I'm gonna hole up in the in what's left of the mech for now.
All right. And I believe
Scrapper's gonna
that
be on that phone.
is everyone. And we technically ended the round on a PC turn, so NPCs will go first. This engineer up here is going to move to there. Would you like to Overwatch Shrike with a weapon that can Overwatch? Do you have one of those?
He is in threat range of my hand cannon,
Okay.
so I'm going to blast him.
You blast him. You can blast him with both if you like. They're both on the same mount.
Let's see what this does.
That's a solid 5 damage. Does a lot.
Okay, I'll take my other hand cannon.
Would you like to consume the
and
lock-on?
I will.
All right. On the nose. Exactly enough.
Boop.
And all the sentry drones the engineer laid down will explode.
Threat neutralized.
Fancy shooting, Tex.
All right. And
Even
that
without
is
the
the
cowboy hat.
NPC's turn.
Do you guys mind if I try and clear out that sentry nest down there?
if you can.
I downright appreciate it.
I'd like to make an attempt.
Make an attempt.
Then first of all, I'm going to just move here.
Mhm.
Just be behind a little bit, just to be actually behind cover.
Yep.
In the direction of the enemies anyway. And then, let's see.
Your siege
Oh, yeah.
stabilizers were off, correct?
That is correct.
All right.
And I'm not going to reactivate them this round. I don't really need to.
Mhm.
I can hit in the middle of all of them, and I think hit all of them with a blast one.
Yes, you can hit
Not wrong.
this one sentry here and hit all of them with a blast. You get 1 difficulty against the soft cover sentry over here.
Does that hit all the? Does that hit the engineer as well?
Yes. So if you just there, this is where you can fire. Top sentry, is that with difficulty?
I'm rolling the 1 difficulties
Yep,
first, which is
it's-
everybody but the top sentry, and then I'll roll
Yep,
the 2
exactly.
difficulty.
That's a miss. Then let's do this sentry here. That's a hit. Middle sentry. That's a miss. And engineer is a hit. Time to roll damage.
I love that I roll the best on the 2 difficulty.
For 3 explosive.
3.
Killing nothing.
At which point I am going to overcharge again for 1d3.
That's good to me.
That's unfortunate.
The big 3.
And I'm going to fire another mortar at all the same targets.
Right, for 4 damage. 1 difficulty sentry first. Miss. Left sentry. Miss. Middle sentry. Hit. Destroys.
That's engineer, I believe.
Top left and now the engineer. That's also a hit. Engineer is a slowman. 4-4.
Sentry down!
And that'll be my turn.
Alright. Let's see if you have incurred the wrath of the engineer. I think so. Oh,
But with
actually,
hard cover.
it is hardcover, and also, yeah. So we have to cheat a little here. But the engineer gets to cheat once per scene. Puts down a new sentry. And then will quick action on you, Rolling Thunder, with the engineer's mark. Till the end of the engineer's next turn, the engineer's deployable turrets will attack the target of their choice instead of attacking the nearest hostile character. So
Ow.
all the sentries in range will try and shoot on you. Which is just 3, because you killed one. All the sentries shoot at 2 difficulty. So let's see what happens. Number 1. Hits. Not even an issue. Number 2. Hits. Not even an issue. And number 3. Also hit. What the? Yep, rolled all of these correctly. With 2 difficulty, you take 12 damage. Oh no! Becomes stunned as well.
Oof.
Alright. Who would like to go next?
I'll take the next one if that's okay.
Yep.
So I'll move 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mhm.
How does... So with the energy lance, I can only shoot on these directions, right? I can't
No,
shoot
we
at the
figured
sky?
we figured out in the meantime that this is a straight line and answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to shoot at the enemy archer here.
Yes, absolutely. It has hard cover though. Could probably make it so that you also hit the sentry back there, maybe? No. Just take the archer. No, take both. Just take both. I'm
Okay.
so done with line weapons. I'm just over it. 1 thermal lance. Melting 7 HP off the cover the archer is hiding behind. And then 1...
And I will roll the archer first, the 2 difficulty.
Yep. That's a miss. And against the sentry.
And that should be no. Is that another 2 difficult?
That is 1 difficulty because there is hard cover in the way, but no, it is adjacent. And that's a hit. Melting down the sentry drone.
Yep. Okay. Another quick action. I'm going to boost here.
Mhm.
Does this guy here, is he blocking me from moving through the square?
No, absolutely not.
Great. 2, 3. Boop. And that's my turn.
And Rolling Thunder did 12 damage, bring you down exactly to 15. Were you at 12?
I was at 10 when it did
Okay,
12.
so 2 damage spill over, you go down to 13.
Oh, 13. Sorry.
Yep. Don't worry about it. The archer will move around, shooting at you, and your 5 evasion. Hitting you for 5 before using moving target to pin you down. Sorry, not moving target, suppress. And that is its turn. Rhino.
Alright, so I'm gonna start by stabilizing, clear my condition. And I will move 2.
So what are
An
you clearing?
attack.
Heat and reload, or
Yes, no, heat and the impairing.
and the impaired? You got it.
Yeah. And attack the archer with my assault rifle.
All right. All right.
Yep.
Yep. Now we know where Scrapper's dice went.
Do the turret drones go off as well? Question mark.
What goes off?
Oh,
yeah,
yes,
Shrike,
the 2
you
turret
can
drones?
you can take a turret drone, and Scrapper's turret drone sadly isn't active anymore because it's a mech reaction. But Shrike can completely turret drone the archer for 3 damage.
Yep.
Neat. And so part of it, I guess, I'm gonna take 1 heat because of the quick. Okay, so +1 over here.
Overcharge for
That
the
does-
first
okay.
time.
Yep, and I'm gonna move back,
Okay.
and then my turn.
Scrapper, how are you doing? Sit tight.
Wait. So if I'm a size 1/2 and I get up to and I go, what am I doing here? And I get behind the terrain here. Am I out of line of sight for all the sentry guns? Really?
Not really. That's not. Yeah.
No. Okay.
It's not how. Technically, yes, but that's not how we have played it up until now. I don't intend to change it actually, because that just
Okay.
is a big headache for everything.
Fair enough. All right, then yeah, I'm gonna sit tight.
All right. In that case, the archer will, the engineer will go for. Actually. Nah, the engineer will go first. Move 3 to here. Put down a turret. Can he have more turrets? He can. He can have up to 6 turrets, by the way.
Absolutely insane.
Good. I'm happy for him.
Aren't we all? Engineer will shoot you with the flak cannon for 2 difficulty. But you are evasion 5 currently. Oh, but doesn't matter because this is a smart weapon and I don't think your E defense is going down.
My E defense is
It's higher
9.
than 6. Yep. And stunned. 5 evasion. Yep. You keep your 9 E defense and the flak cannon is a smart weapon, thus missing you.
Phew.
Now the sentry gun, however, will not. So first of all,
No.
this sentry gun and this sentry gun and this sentry gun all have to shoot that turret drone until it's dead. First one at 2 difficulty. That's a tall order.
Finally.
Also doesn't do it. Daily reminder that turret drones have an evasion of 10.
So they can use the turret drones, but they can't miss us. Okay.
And the turret drone in front of you, Rolling Thunder, will also shoot you at 2 difficulty, but you have an evasion of 5. Misses you though. Oh well.
Turrets in the future have a advanced crouch mechanism.
Yeah.
They're actually just waiting for the turret uprising, so they're trying not to shoot each other so they can gather numbers.
That is the engineer's turn.
I can murder this archer real quick if you guys
I
want to
would
try
be
and handle
so
the engineer.
appreciative.
Huh?
I would be so appreciative if you did that.
Fantastic. I'm going to move.
Mhm.
Boop.
Yep.
And then boost.
Yep.
And then I'm going to slam my sword in his face.
It's always a good trick. And you hit for 6 kinetic. Oh, and giving him 20 HP. There we go. That's an ex-archer. Just the engineer left now.
Well, I guess at this point, I might as well just go ahead and go so I can get rid of my stun, right?
Yep. You take your turn, you end your turn. Good turn. And Rhino.
Yeah. I'm gonna move over here. And yeah, I'm gonna go with my assault rifle first on the engineer.
Yep. Take no difficulty this time. Because it's just straight ahead. That is 1 damage. Oh, sorry, can't do less than 2. So 2 damage.
Yep. And missile rack next.
Yep. So that building takes 2. And 1 attack roll for the sentry. It's the button separate attack roll. It's next to the missile rack.
Ah, yes. Yep, thank you.
That hits the sentry for 2 damage. And against the engineer.
Sounds perfect.
No, I need another attack roll against the engineer. Separate.
I'm
That's fine.
sorry.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it. It's a bit weird, right? Because you think that the AoE only rolls 1 for everything, but you roll damage once and then separate attack rolls a bunch. Also hit. Plus 7.
Sweet.
All right. Scrapper.
Wait, can I shoot? No. If I'm yeah, I'm gonna stay hold up in the frame.
Doesn't seem like it's much longer.
Yeah.
Full action to get out, but it's not. But the full action doesn't take over your move, right?
No,
How
you
far
can still
I
move
travel?
away, but
But
to
then
where
I'd
is
still
the question?
probably
Yeah.
be the closest, and I'd get shot by a bunch of sentry guns.
Yep.
Oh,
You
fair enough.
could get into hard cover, but that's the maximum you could do.
Yeah, which I'm already in hardcover. I'm in a mech.
The hardest cover of all. Favorite mech.
Belongs on a sentry. This is the last sentry, by the way. It has left a snail trail of sentries. And the sentry will shoot at you, Rolling Thunder. Neutral. Hitting you for 4, I believe. And the other sentry will shoot at you with 2 difficulty. Hitting you for... Hitting you? Hitting you for another 4. Is that the structure? Alright, and then we're gonna do from back to front against the other turret. Just impair. Oh, sorry, you have to roll 2d6 and take the lowest result.
Oh, okay.
So you roll 1d6 for every... It's the same. It's the same thing. Don't
So
worry about
it was the same.
Same thing. So you roll 1d6 for every missing structure and choose lowest. And
Okay.
that sentry misses the turret drone. And another sentry hits the turret drone. Oh boy, turret drone goes to 1 HP. And the last sentry shoots neutrally at the turret drone. Killing the turret drone.
It was a noble sacrifice.
And that is the engineer's turn.
Alright, who wants to murder this idiot?
I would like to go if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
You said the engineer's a fairly slow boy, right?
Yep, he's the slowest of boys.
I'm going to use a funny little roller grenade, and I'm just going to roll it.
All right. Can you put that in chat for me, please?
I clicked roller grenade, but it did frag grenade. Question mark?
No, it just is named that.
But no,
it's
that's
the
the right
right
one.
one. I just forgot to change
Okay,
the name.
yeah, I put it in.
Yep. So it's a line 10, agility save 11, 4 damage explosive thing. The turret drone doesn't have agility, just rolls a d20. Fails, explodes. Aha, that just means the engineer has one more turret repellent. And 1 agility save from the engineer. Saves.
So it takes 2 damage.
Yep. Even though it rolls at -1. Takes 2. And the building behind it also takes 4 damage.
And I believe the roller grenade is just a quick action, right?
Yes, it's a quick action.
At which point then I'm going to use my pistols against him.
Could do it. 7 is a hit. For 3 damage.
And lastly, I'm just gonna scoot over here.
Alright. A stiff breeze will blow this engineer over now. Who would like to play wind?
I want to kill Steel. Can I kill Steel Rhino?
Yeah, go ahead.
Alright, I'm going to move 4, boost 1, and then repeat the slamming my sword into his face technique.
That very well could secure the kill. That does not secure the kill.
Glory!
Come at me! I am the king!
King of Sentry Mountain.
Alright. Do you wanna do nonsense to kill him for sure, or is Rhino just gonna have to do it?
It's really not worth
It's
to use an overcharge, so
It's not. Rhino, put this man out of his misery.
All right. Well, yeah. I guess it's gonna be the assault rifle on him.
Don't even roll it. Don't bother. Just do.
All right.
You destroy the last engineer. Wonderful.
alright.
That was dicey there for a second, especially with Scrapper becoming Detroit's newest RoboCop.
I feel so bad for you. I had no choice.
No, that's
All right.
that's fair. Try to kill me. That's the successfully. All right.
You guys can take a short rest. We're going to be short resting on this beautiful resort planet. Because after transporting you to the next scene, I'm going to leave your tokens on this map, and at the end we'll have a nice picture of everybody.
We're having a beach scene.
There we go.
So you guys can place yourself wherever you like, and then I'll read out to you how you can repair your mechs. Just a short, quick reminder there. So first of all, the important part to repair Scrapper's mechs, you guys can pool together your repair points. It takes 4 repair points to restore Scrapper's mech to full HP and 1 structure and 1 stress.
And
I can spare 3 if you guys want to. If you guys don't want to use particularly too much, because to be honest, I've already gotten my structures back, and at this point, it would just be giving me back 1 roller grenade. But that seems a bit gratuitous.
Right, and the rest you guys can repair is everybody can first of all clear heat for free. You can clear any statuses and conditions affecting your mech. You can also reload any weapons, even though the rules don't allow for that, but it's nonsense. 1 repair point restores you to full HP, or repairs a destroyed weapon or system. 2 repair points restore 1 stress, and because you're in Everest, 1 repair point repairs 1 of your structures. And
I'm
then
also.
Mhm.
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. You can just figure that one out amongst
I was
yourself.
just gonna say I'm also kind of replete with repairs. So if you want to put in 2, and I can put in 2, just so we have repairs in the
Sounds
field.
good to me. Yeah, I can totally do that.
Cool.
All right. So yeah, people are gonna. Okay, then I can.
I'm also just going to use all my repairs, the 2 for scrapper, and then I'm just going to use the last one to get my roller grenade back.
All right.
So if I. So one will take me back to full. So it's 1 stress, 1 structure.
1 stress, 1 structure, full HP. After you spend 4 repair points, which can be from anyone.
Okay.
And
Oh,
then
well,
you
if
have
that-
to the rest you have to repair up with your own points.
Right. I mean, if people are gonna hand them out, I can just use the rest of my repair to get myself almost back to full. So that's 3 for 3 to get my structure back, and then 2 more for my stress, and I'm almost back in. Yeah.
That looks almost like a mech again, yeah.
Yeah. I mean. Yeah.
All right.
Great.
Should we take a 5-minute break? I think we should. So let's
Yeah.
take 5 before we do the second scene of the night.
Sure.
Sounds fine to me.
All right. See you in 5. All right. So we have Scrapper, Rhino, Shrike, and Rolling Thunder. Very excited for the second scene.
I imagine you would be, but with your OC there.
Oh yeah.
And Ralph, can I use my short rest to reload?
Yeah. Technically not, but yeah, we're
Oh.
also. It's just dumb that the rules don't say during a short rest you can reload all your guns. But you can.
okay.
But you absolutely can.
All right.
I'm just generous that way. It's just stupid otherwise, right? Alright, complete encounter. Let's go into the next encounter. Everybody gets initiative back for starters. Alright. Are we missing people? Head count.
Here.
Scrapper here.
Here.
Alright, that sounds like everybody's here. Now, for the second scene, you'll be facing the leader of the Anton Industry Remnants, Natalia, who had to rebuild her mechs from scrapped Anton Industry mechs. So now it's a complete abomination.
A Frankenmech.
A true Frankenmech. You can position yourselves on the right side, on the left side of the map, behind those hazard stripes. Just as you like. And Natalia will rumble in from the right side of the map. And I thought about, because Natalia is not a normal NPC. Not even close. But I don't think it's going to be too complicated. I think you'll get a good idea of how she works after her first round. So if there are further questions after the first round, you may ask them.
Just a quick question. What are all her weaknesses, and how do we exploit them as much as
You can use a scan on her if you like. That automatically reveals everything in one fell swoop.
Is she just going to be 3 size 1 mechs literally taped together?
Maybe. That is a distinct possibility. Alright, so stepping in from the right side of the map. Oh, I got my soundboard deactivated there for a minute.
Okay.
Is Natalia in her new mech 86?
I believe I saw you post a picture of this recently.
Oh yeah, I was very proud of this token, it's great. Yeah, that's Natalia. She's being flanked by 2 of her assaults there. And let's pick this one.
Alright. Now listen, I really need to get off the station. I need to blink it into Anton Industry space, and you will not stop me.
And who would like to take the first turn?
What is this music?
Is that not epic enough for you?
Oh, I know this goddamn channel.
There. Is that
Oh,
better?
Hollow Knight.
That is Hollow
Yeah,
Knight.
clearly. Yeah, who would like to go first? Because I can wait if you guys want.
I
I
don't
can
have any
go.
weapons that are going to reach her this turn.
Honestly, I was kind of thinking that we should probably spend this turn getting into position rather than, rushing out to meet her head on in the middle of the battlefield and getting torn apart by her her artillery cannons.
Yeah, if we want to discuss tactics for a second, I'm planning on going over... Oh, let me show this to others. I'm planning on just going over the bottom side here and maybe trying to flank her or something, hopefully.
Either you or Rhino could, if you want, stick close to me because I have spotter. which means that when an allied character adjacent to me attacks a target and consumes lock-on, they may roll twice and choose either result. So I get, and this also means that I can get, if I use lock-on her without moving, which I probably won't because, I use the siege stabilizers a lot, I can get her armor, speed, evasion, E-defense, next skills, and HP. So I can really give us a quick advantage if you want to stick close to me, either one of you.
Here's an idea. So she needs to come to us because she needs to get through the station, right? So why don't Rolling Thunder and Rhino set up in the middle here? Scrapper and me can flank around, and then we'll just surround her on all sides and blow her up.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Yeah, we can do it.
Mind, I'll go ahead and get set up first and foremost.
Go ahead.
Go for it.
I will just move here. And at which case, she is definitely not either within a line of sight or my sensor's range, so I'm just gonna chill for a sec because I don't want to activate the stabilizers yet. I think there's a better position to be gained. So I will stay here.
Natalia will go. Natalia, this turn, will spend her turn being an assault. Moves 4, boosts another 4. So there. And then ends her assault turn.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, you can't, wait. Ignore... Actually, that's stupid. How do I do this? I forgot that I have all her NPCs on the GM layer, but if I put them in the thing, in the initiative tracker, it's just not gonna show up at all. Nah, fuck it. She is simultaneously a Pyro, Goliath, a Rainmaker, and Assault. There you go. Ignore those 4 guys up there, that's just my buttons for her.
Okay.
Oh.
She finishes her assault turn.
I'll go.
Go ahead.
All right. I will power up Hyperspec Fuel Injector.
Yep. You can give yourself a little star symbol.
Oh, what's this doing?
By the way, Rhino, in the best case scenario, I'd like us to be about here because this is hard cover.
Can you ping that again, please? Gotcha.
Okay. Alright, move 4. Free boost. Gonna place a turret drone.
I believe you have 2 left.
1 left. I used 1, so I'm down. Yeah.
Oh, do you just have 2? Sorry, yeah, 2 left.
I have 3. I used 1 last.
Now you have 1 left.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yes.
1 turret on. Place it wherever you like. I just put it down there because reasons.
Yeah. Put it there. Move boost.
Still have a free boost from a core power.
Yes. And we have free boost. And that'll be my... And yeah, that's my turn.
Alright. One of the assaults will move to there. And your turn.
Rhino, you want to set up with Rolling Thunder? Or start to get in position for that?
Yeah, sounds good. Sorry, I have my mouth full.
Don't forget to activate Hyperspec.
Yep, exactly. I'm going to do that. And move just by Rolling Thunder over here. And yeah, that'll be it.
Alright. The other assault is going to move to there. And that is its turn.
All right. I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. Boost. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Core power?
Yeah. Yes, I will in fact have a delicious core power. Thanks for asking.
Shrike can have a little core power as a treat. Got it.
Ooh, should I use? I'll boost again. Just move 2 spaces forward, and then I'm going to throw down a turret right here.
Just move that where you will. I'm gonna make it green for you.
Donkey. And that's my turn.
All right. Is the turret there okay? You can just pick it up and move it somewhere else if you like.
Oh, I thought it had to be in an adjacent space.
Oh no, it's within sensor range 10.
Oh, okay. And this isn't going to be blocking line of sight
Nope.
for
It's
it, right?
not. Yep,
Okay.
It's not.
There.
All right. Natalia. This turn, Natalia is going to be a Goliath. Meaning she moves 3 to there. Natalia will put crush targeting on you. Shrike. No, she can't. It's too far. Alright, that's a quick Goliath turn. She will then revert to being a Rainmaker. So that is the Goliath turn. She's now taking her Rainmaker turn. Her Rainmaker turn lets her shoot the missile pods range 20. She's going to shoot them at you, Rolling Thunder, Rhino, and Shrike. Rhino, you have soft cover. The other two have hard cover. The missiles from the Rainmaker are arcing. Actually, what's the sensor range of the Rainmaker? 15. In that case, quick action lock onto you, Shrike. And then shoot 3 missiles from the Rainmaker profile at 1 difficulty at Rhino. Yes. 13.
Yep, against my evasion.
Evasion, yep.
Yeah,
Is a hit.
yeah, that hits. Yeah, yeah.
Then Rolling Thunder. You have hard cover. Nothing. These missiles, though, are reliable too, so you take 2 damage. And Shrike. On you, we'll be consuming the lock-on. The missile Natalia shoots against you is going to have smart, seeking, and HP, and arm piercing. So, no cover for you against your... Sorry, wrong missiles. At 1 accuracy, no cover for you against your E defense. For 4 damage, I believe. And Rhino, you'll be pushed 1 space back from the knockback, and so will you, Shrike.
Am I off the map?
Nope, you're just fine. We're operating under invisible wall logic here on Interpoint.
Ralph, for a size 3, do I just need to be able to hit one of its hexes?
Yes.
Or do I need to be able to hit
one of its
single?
hexes is absolutely fine.
Okay, delightful.
That is the Rainmaker's turn. And then Natalia will choose her last form, which is a Pyro. Pyros have movement 2, so move boost 4. She's going to... Pyros have a sensor range of 8. Too far for everything. In that case, the Pyro part of her will end its turn. and it will generate a size 4 energy shield at the end of the turn. Because pyros do that. Just there should be good. Yep. Alright, that's round 1. I think you get an idea of how Natalia works.
If you guys mind if I go ahead and get set up in a specific location?
Could I actually move before I get hit with a bunch of shit to hard
Yeah,
cover?
go ahead.
Alright, thank you. Okay. Move 1 right here. And then I'm going to fire off with my thermal lance.
Alright.
Shoot.
Absolutely fine.
And that should be
plus 1 accuracy.
Yes. Okay.
8 energy damage is a lot. That's a solid hit. Natalia currently is very slow. So 8 energy damage. You're firing against the pyro, not because it went last, but because it's on top of her stack. And pyros have 3 armor. Oh, sorry. Pyros not only have 3 armor, she's also simultaneously a Goliath, so we're going down to 3 damage actually. There.
And then I'm going to use my free boost to 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, could I also have the turret drone shoot her? Would that do any damage?
Absolutely not, because it's your own turret drone and you can only trigger it on allies' attacks.
Oh.
You're unable to trigger your own turret drone, I'm afraid.
Okay, that's fine.
And Scrapper, your turret drone needs to be within 10 of whoever shot, not of the target.
Which is 2, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to use quick action to boost behind here.
Alright. And don't forget to give yourself 2 heat.
Yep. Thank you for reminding me.
Alright. Let's see. I think we're going with Natalia. No, actually, we're going with her assault friends. Boost. Enter.
Who wanted to get set up?
I can go ahead. I have a couple things in mind. I'm going to do what I forgot to do at the start and activate my Hyper Fuel inject, or Hyper Flex inject. At which point I'm going to use a free boost to 1, 2, 4, and then a quick action boost. And one of my movement to just get right here. And after that, I'm going to use one of my 2 roller grenades.
Alright.
And it just moves path 10. How big are these? These are these size 1 obstructions?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, then it can get to her just fine.
Yep. Alright.
So she just needs to make an agility save, and let me roll the damage.
Yep. She's not very good at agility. She is a Goliath at heart.
9.
Oh, it manages though. Even with -2.
Still, half.
Yeah, -2. Takes 9 damage. Half of that is going to be 5 damage. 9 damage minus the Pyro's armor is 6, is 3 damage.
That health bar sure is big and imposing for what seems like not a lot in it. I guess it's because she has structure.
It's because the health bar is just that long because her token is that big. She has it's not a lot of HP. on that part.
And I think Shrike's turret should be able to pop off after that, right?
Nope, because a roller grenade is not an attack.
Oh, okay. And let me think on something real quick.
You still have your initiative left, and
I do have my initiative, and I could overcharge. I'm deciding if I want to do either right now. Yeah, I'll go ahead and use initiative. Hold on, where is it? I know you added it, but there it is.
Yep,
I'll go ahead and use initiative and use another roller grenade. I'll just go ahead and use both of them.
Yep. All right, another agility save. Meet or beat. Takes half again. Takes 2 damage.
And that will be my turn.
All right, Natalia's pyro is getting dangerously low. So let's use it up. So pyro activates, moves to there. Will fire one of the.
That's within 3 of me. Can I use my pistols because of the threat?
Nope. Overwatch works has to start a movement within 3. So Natalia moves 2 to there and another 2 to there.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. I couldn't remember how Overwatch worked
No,
exactly.
don't worry about it. She's then going to flamethrow you.
Not really polite.
Let's see how that works out. And 1 separate attack roll. Take 3 burn. So 3 damage immediately, and your burn counter ticks up to 3. You got it, perfect. And at the end of the pyro's turn, the pyro will poop out a force field. It's just a bit hard to actually get a good angle. That should work. Alright, that is Natalia pyro turn.
So, am I the only one left?
You can go.
Oh, okay. So what does the force field do exactly?
She gains soft cover, and whenever
Soft cover, okay.
whenever she gains soft cover from this force field, you have to roll a d6, and on a 4 up, you automatically miss.
Right, I'm gonna use so to get over here, I'm gonna use one free action and one quick action boost. Yeah, one free boost and one quick action for the boost.
All right.
And I'm gonna do an assault rifle attack. Which one accuracy because of the okay.
1 accuracy.
Hybrid spec. Yeah.
Exactly. That is a hit. You deal no damage, plonking off the pyro's armor entirely.
Okay. Yep, that'll be all.
Alright. Let's do Natalia again, this time as an assault. She's going
Did the
to...
turret pop off from that?
Nope. Oh yeah, no, absolutely can. But, you wanna? You wanna, after 3 damage with your assault rifle, did nothing?
Did you get roll a lucky 6? Or not?
Turrets do a flat 3.
Oh, bet.
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
I couldn't remember how much damage turrets did.
Natalia will move over. You can overwatch if you like.
I will do this. When I overwatch with my pistol, can I use both pistols or only one?
Yes, you can use both. You skirmish as an overwatch, and skirmish allows you to use both.
Am I getting anything off this? Any accuracy or difficulty?
Your core power is on, so plus
Oh,
1
good. I
accuracy.
use my hyperspec.
But she's too large. Oh boy. That is no damage actually. Because 3 armor. And no damage again. One of Natalia's many arms will unfold and bust out a combat knife. Against you, Rolling Thunder. For 4 kinetic. She will then swing one of her many assault rifles up to you, shooting you at 1 difficulty because you're both engaged. 8.
Meets or beats, so that does it.
Yep. Hits you for 10 overall. And that
Wait.
is Natalia's assault turn.
Overall? Was it 10?
Hits you with the... Oh, sorry, I rolled combat knife twice. I'll re-roll that with an assault rifle. Because she can't combat knife twice. She has to assault rifle. For 6, yeah. It's 1 combat knife, 1 assault rifle. Because she pretends to be an assault right now. And that's her assault turn. Stunned.
We are getting damn unlucky with these stuns.
Yes, you really have been. Holy shit. That leaves Scrapper, I believe.
That's for me. All right. So what's this doing? All right. Oh no.
Almost.
Something's being weird here.
Alright.
Okay. Mouse is being weird. All right. Why is this doing this? So I'm gonna. All right. So move.
Mhm.
And then. Sorry. All right. So. Why is this being? So my mouse got stupid.
What are you going for?
All right. I'm going to move and boo. Let's see.
Yeah.
So, move for boost for initiative. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You don't have to initiative. Remember, your hyperspec has a free boost.
Yes. So yeah. So no, yeah. Move, free boost, and initiative. And what is? Hold on.
Maybe refresh the page, maybe that works. You zip around the battlefield at insane speeds.
Yeah. Okay. What is?
He's unlocked instant transmission.
There we go. Okay.
I'm prepared. I'm prepared for it all.
There we go. No. Okay. Why is my mouse being stupid?
I have no idea. Have you tried refreshing the window?
Let me do that.
Yeah, that usually helps with already.
Okay.
Nope.
Nope. All right. So where do I actually want to be? So I was. So I've been here.
Mm-hmm.
So
You need 12 spaces to get to there. I think we're...
move 4.
Mhm. You need to move full
Free
power,
boost.
free boost, and then normal boost.
And I've got an initiative because I want to from here.
Yep.
1, 2, 3. I want to barrage the assault.
Okay.
All right. So heavy machine gun.
Neutral.
Neutral.
That's a
and
miss.
misses. And then I'm gonna Can I reach with a harpoon?
Yes, barely.
Yes.
Harpoon. That's a definite hit for 3 damage.
All right. And it.
Makes a hull save. Yep. On it. Saves.
Ah. Okay. And that'll be my turn.
Alright. The assault down here is going to move 8 to there and shoot at you. For 6.
Alright.
Then Natalia was a pyro and an assault this turn. That means she still gets to be a Goliath and a Rainmaker. Natalia will pretend to be a Goliath this turn and put the drum shotgun in your face, rolling thunder. She takes 1 difficulty because technically still engaged, hitting you for 5 kinetic. The Goliath is then also equipped with a sensor range of 10. 10's not a lot. In that case, she's going to move 1 up. You can't take reactions, Rolling Thunder. Rhino, you can if you have a threat weapon with threat greater than 1.
I do not.
Alright, she will move up and still pretending to be Goliath will use crush targeting on you, Scrapper.
Okay.
Hitting you. Now, if you try to attack anything but Natalia, you take 3 difficulty until the end of your next turn.
Alright.
Your fight is with me, not with my men.
That is her turn as a Goliath, and she will take her Rainmaker turn, putting 1 rocket into Shrike, Rhino, and Rolling Thunder. Locking onto... Actually invading you, Scrapper. Was at it. 6 will not do it, and then 3 rockets. 1 for Shrike. Sorry, wrong button. Shrike, you take hard cover. Hits you for 4. Rhino, you take nothing. Hits you for 4. And Rolling Thunder, you take nothing. Hits you for 4. And that is all of her Frankenstein turns.
How does it hit for 4?
Hits Rhino for 4 as well?
Yep.
Oh wait, because I'm stunned. Never
Yep,
mind.
because you're
Okay.
stunned.
If I can get the first turn here, I can blow the hell out of her.
Good for me.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yep.
Out here. And then I am going to barrage with my 2 hand cannons and my thermal lance.
Yep.
Just boop. Thermal lance first.
Alright. That is a hit. She takes she has 3 armor because the pyro is still on top. And she is always a Goliath, which means he gets resistance from spaces farther than 3 away. So goes down to 1 damage, halves to 0.5, rounds to 1, takes the damage.
And then I am going to shoot off with both my hand cannons.
Alright.
First one is accuracy 2 because of my gunslinger.
Solid hit, deals no damage. Also hit, deals no damage.
And then I'm going to use initiative
Mhm.
and skirmish with my thermal lance again.
Yep. Totally hit. Takes 2 damage, halves to 1 damage, and you melt all the pyro parts of Natalia. Natalia
Okay.
is no longer able to act as a pyro.
And I'm up to 6 heat, and I'm going to use my free boost to dive back into cover.
All right. Natalia right now can no longer be a pyro. Let's delete that guy. Can still be an assault though. Natalia is going to move 8 to over here as an assault. And will shoot at you, Shrike. For 6 damage. Oh, and she also has a new HP bar, by the way. This one. That is Assault Natalia. Who would like to go next?
Anybody else should go first, because if I went, it would just be clearing the stun, and I don't want to give more turns to the enemy right off the bat.
Alright, I'll go. So Rhino moves 3 over here and engages Natalia with the assault rifle.
Solid hit for 1 damage. All the pyro parts have melted off. She no longer has 3 armor.
Okay. And also the missile rack. And then I do this one separate attack roll.
One separate attack roll, yep.
Yep.
Is another hit and another damage.
Sounds
You
great.
admit to when you said she's slow.
Yeah, I mean, she's a Goliath at heart, right?
Yeah, and I'm gonna move behind here.
Alright.
Or here.
This assault is going to run after you. It's going to lock on and shoot
Forgot
at
about it.
1 accuracy. For 6 damage.
Oh.
So you go back to 14 HP, first of all. You tick down your structure by 1. Then you roll a d6 and never roll a 1.
How do I take a structure off?
Oh, you just go to the cogwheel
head
again and...
structure damage? Oh.
Yeah, so first roll a d6 for me, please.
Oh, okay.
That's a 3, that's not a 1. And then you click structure damage, and it's going to ask you about your result, and you just give it to him, and rest is automatic. Alright, so one of your, either your weapons or your systems are destroyed, depending on the d6. You rolled a 2 in that macro, so one of your weapon mounts is going to be destroyed.
Oof. Damn. I'll take the missile racks. Okay.
Alright, missile Rex destroyed. You got it. That is the assault's turn.
Alright, let's see. Oh, alright. So move. Well, I've got the penalties, but why not give it a try? Let's see. I'm going to try a heavy machine gun on the closer assault, which is, so it's inaccurate.
It's you also have core power though, so it's 3 inaccurate, 3 difficulty.
3 difficulty. All right. Okay.
That's it.
That'll be it. Okay.
Just double check,
I'm
but
gonna-
it should be 3 difficulty. Yeah, plus 3 difficulty you get tests. Yeah,
And I'm gonna try and harpoon it again too.
absolutely.
So that's down to 2 because I got Vanguard.
That's a hit for some reason. Amazing. All right. Yeah, you hit it for a whole 6 damage even. It will have to do a hull save, which is it then.
Okay.
Initiative
And-
overcharge, but probably not worth it, right?
I used initiative and
Gotcha.
I got a pre-boost, but why not? 1, 2, 3. And I'll boost into here,
Yep.
and there's my turn.
Natalia will pretend to be a Goliath this turn. Meaning, yeah. She's going to try and invade you, Shrike.
Please don't.
Looks good.
Yeah. God.
That is exposed. Alright, and then she has a drum shotgun as a Goliath. So that works out. 13 for 10 damage. I think she's then going to waddle back to over here. It's Goliath's turn. That's not a 1. One of your systems is destroyed.
Yes, I will lose my Ava module.
Yes, fair choice. I'm sorry that you guys are the one mission where EVA module isn't essential. Alright, that's the Goliath's turn, and the assault... Did both assaults go? No, but Rolling Thunder gets to go. Rolling Thunder?
This is going to be a fantastic turn. You're going to see. I'm going to kill everything on the map in one turn. Watch this.
You can also make me an engineering save to not take 3 burn.
Yeah, I'll do that.
At 1 accuracy, because fuel hyperspec.
Right.
You easily manage to put out the flames. And that means this
And
assault
that's everything.
is going to move 4 to here. Would you like to overwatch as it moves into melee with you, Scrapper?
Yes, I would.
You no longer have the 3 difficulty from Goliath.
Okay. It's gonna deck sweeper the guy.
Okay.
Inaccurate Vanguard. Oh, and then so that'll net 1 accuracy.
That's a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Alright. Moves in, tries to combat knife you. Hits for 4.
I'd buy that for $1.
Flex assault! And then we only have Natalia in her Rainmaker configuration left. She's going to lock on to you, Rhino. She's then going to shoot at Scrapper, Rhino, and Rolling Thunder with...
Come on, man.
Scrapper at 1 difficulty. For explosive. Rolling Thunder at 4 difficulty, at no difficulty. For explosive. And against you, Rhino, she's going to consume the lock-on, thus making her rocket a seeking, smart, armor-piercing death rocket for 4 explosions. All of you that can be knocked back 1 space will be knocked back 1 space. So everybody except for Rolling Thunder.
So I take
4.
So does Rhino take 8?
Rhino takes 4. Just 4.
Are there any rules for being knocked against a wall or something like that? Because I know some tabletops
No,
have
there
it.
isn't.
Okay, that's good.
Just, it's like in a boxing ring against the ropes. Alright, that is her 3 turns she still gets.
Would you guys mind if I went?
Sure.
Sure.
Go for it.
I'm going to make a heavy machine gun attack against her at neutral.
Yep. Reroll the damage. Or do you have brutal? Don't tell me you have brutal. No, you don't.
I do not have brutal.
So we're gonna take the 4 and the 6 for a whole 14 damage. It's going to be halved to 7 because you're farther than 3 spaces away.
And after that, she has made the error of approaching me.
Yep.
And she is now within 5 range of a frag grenade.
Yep.
Which is the peak of the range that it has. So
Absolutely. 5 explosive
5 damage
is
Oh,
a
she makes-
lot. Let's see it. Doesn't even matter really, because she makes it, but she still takes enough damage to completely obliterate the Rainmaker profile. She's no longer a Rainmaker.
Yay!
She's now
Good
only
job.
a Goliath and an Assault.
I can't remember. Did I use my initiative earlier?
You did not.
Then I'm going to use the initiative, and I'm going to make another frag grenade throw as the last
Yep.
action of my turn. I don't need to charge.
For another explosive damage. Let's get the Goliath. Let's see what she saves. She doesn't save. Takes 2 damage. Oh, actually takes 1 damage because now she is an Assault on top, and Assaults have 1 armor.
Any damage is a damage.
And that means she only has 2 structure left. She's going to walk over to you though. After you have obliterated her rockets by throwing a grenade at her rocket launchers. She's going to, as an assault, add 1 difficulty heavy assault rifle you
Kinda rude.
for 6.
Extremely rude.
And then combat knife you with 1 of her many arms for a miss.
Hold on just a moment. So she dealt 6 damage. I was at 2.
Go
so
to
4
11.
rolls over. Actually, before we do this, I just remembered that I have custom paint job. Let's see if I can't skirt around this.
Let's see it. Absolutely you can. Absolutely. You go to 1 HP. Easy peasy. That is Natalia as an assault.
Can I take this next turn?
Yep.
Go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm going to move 4.
Mhm.
Then I'm going to use my free boost to do step up here,
Mhm.
plant a AP mine right here,
Mhm.
or a breaching charge,
Yep.
and then I'm going to use the rest of my boost to
Get out.
do 3
Yep.
away, and then I'm going to blow the charge.
Yep. Sounds good to me.
Uh,
The breaching charge you don't have as a thing because it is a deployable mine. There you have it. So you plonk it down there, click on it, press detonate. Alright.
56, you only got 7. Come on.
Yep.
I expected at least 12.
Takes 6 damage though. Which is a lot. Oh no, need to initially save first. Derp, derp. Yeah, fails. Takes 6 damage.
Yeah!
Good one.
is my turn.
All right. Natalia can only become an Goliath anymore, so we're gonna do the assault. That is not adjacent to you, Scrapper.
Okay.
Going to lock on and have your assault rifle you at 1 accuracy. Hitting? Question mark.
Yes.
For 6 damage.
Okay. That'll structure me. I do have custom paint job. Let's
Let's see it.
Nope. Okay.
Go to 18.
Hmm. All right. And then
2 and 2. Another system or weapon.
okay. Mhm.
Another weapon.
A weapon.
A weapon is destroyed.
I'll lose the harpoon.
No, not the harpoon. The harpoon breaks. Alright, that's his soul's turn.
All right. You want me to go? Uh-huh. I'll go.
Go for it.
Okay. I'm going to ram the adjacent assault.
That's a hit. Knock him back
Okay.
and prone.
And deal 2 damage.
And deal 1 damage. Oh, 1 armor.
Gotcha. Okay. I'm going to what do I want to do? I'm going to shotgun the prone assault
And
mech.
1 accuracy.
1 accuracy with the deck sweeper.
Yep.
So that's
Yep. That does it. Mech crumples into a pile of wreckage.
You've now activated Natalia's Blood Rage.
She regains every system.
there you go.
Is this not even her final form?
No, I wasn't. I'm not going. I'm not going that wild with her. I think she's on a good level actually. I think she's fun.
Yeah,
And-
I'm fun with this boss fight so far.
I'm gonna overcharge to skirmish again.
1d3.
That's 3. Okay.
3 heat. And Shrike, I believe you're no longer impaired. Just a side note. What are you skirmishing with?
I'm gonna skirmish with the heavy machine gun.
Mhm.
Or wait, is the tank cover?
He would have soft cover there. Yes.
Yes. So I'm gonna skirmish with the deck sweeper again to ignore his cover.
Yes, that is neutral then, right?
Oh
no, it's +1 because
Vanguard.
you have Vanguard 1.
plus
Yep.
1 to
Absolutely
yes,
correct.
okay. Yes.
Hit 4 or 5 damage.
All right. And then 2, 3, 4. All right, and then I'm going to move and boost, and that's my turn.
All right. Well, now Natalia can't move anymore. How rude. Natalia will invade. No, she's going to stomp on you, Rolling Thunder. So Goliath Natalia activates, rams you into the thing behind you, misses, and then drum shotguns you right in the face at 1 difficulty. Hits for 5 damage.
What's the ruling on custom paint job?
Works exactly once.
Exactly once? Okay.
Exactly
Just
once.
want to make sure.
All right. Give me a
And what's
hull
the-
save at 1 accuracy, or your mech is wreckage. Easy. You just
Nice.
become stunned again.
Nice.
And that is Natalia's last available turn.
Do I need to do my structure damage as well? Or
I already put it down to 2.
what?
That is your
Okay.
start. Right? Yeah, should be fine. Yeah, that is all Natalia has left to do. Because she's no longer 4 NPCs on top of each other. 4 NPCs in a trench coat. She's only 2 NPCs in a trench coat now. And I believe, Rhino, you still have a turn. Rhino?
Yep. I'm going to. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good. Yeah.
Hello. Okay. I'm gonna go with the anti-material rifle on the assault.
2 accuracy on your part, 1 difficulty on his part, so add 1 accuracy. Yup, that does it.
Oh.
Oh, nice. Double sixes.
Completely
move.
penetrates the cockpit there.
I'm gonna move over here and place a lock on Natalia.
Locked on.
And yep. And use initiative to also attack her with the assault rifle.
Yep. Consuming the lock on or now?
No.
Okay. That's a hit for 2 damage, 1 damage. Turret drone.
Yes, please.
That is going to be another 1 damage.
Right. And I'll move back over here.
Uh,
And that'll be it.
Yes. As you do that, Natalia is a Goliath and will hit you with a drum shotgun.
Oh.
Blunder!
oh.
Overwatch! Threat
Yeah.
3! Misses entirely. Don't worry about it.
Woo. Ah.
And that is everyone. We ended on a player turn. Natalia gets to go. Natalia will get the most of her assault stack while it's still there. You're stunned, Rolling Thunder. I'm afraid we're going for you with a knife and a blade.
Am I stunned? I think I might have just not cleared it the last time I meant to.
No, you are stunned
You got-
because you saved your hull save. It's either stunned or become destroyed.
Oh, okay.
So 1
I just didn't.
assault rifle at 1 difficulty against your evasion 5 misses. And one of the many arms extends with a knife, hitting you for 4 damage.
Extremely rude.
And that is Natalia assault.
Do you guys mind if I go ahead and go to clear this stun?
Sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, Natalia goes again, this time as Goliath, locking onto your Rolling Thunder. Consuming the lock-on immediately for the drum shotgun. A neutral drum shotgun into your mech.
It is what it is.
Good thing that you cleared the stunned.
Very smart move on my part.
True.
I'm the
And-
biggest brain genius ever.
That is her Goliath turn.
Alright, everybody beat her ass.
Yeah, everybody pile in.
I can go.
Go ahead.
All right. I will skirmish with a heavy machine gun.
Mhm.
She's in cover.
Nope.
No.
Just go for
Okay.
it. She's too large for cover.
Cool. And I'm going to take the lock on.
Yep. She is a big guy for you.
For you.
For
If I
you.
took those pyro points off, would it hurt? It would be extremely painful.
That's so good. Yeah, absolutely. What the fuck is that roll? Holy shit! Roll another 2d6.
All right.
What are you doing to this poor woman? A 5 and a 1. Okay, we're staying with a 15, which is enough to completely obliterate her assault profile.
I'm
She
crashing
will-
this Interpoint Station with no survivors.
Wait, that was her plan, though.
Expect one of us in the wreckage, brother. Alright, she's now only a Goliath.
Okay, and I'm a deck sweeper. That's.
Holy shit. Give me another 2d6, please. Alright, she takes 11 damage.
Okay.
Scrapper coming back with a vengeance there.
There we go. She's got a shotgun, right?
Yep.
So I'm not gonna move. I'm good staying right where I am.
Alright.
And that'll be my turn.
We're saving my ass right now.
And Rhino or Shrike.
I'll go. Her Goliath ability only does it work beyond 5 or at 5?
3 actually.
Okay.
So you need to be in her Overwatch threat to ignore the resistance she has.
To hell with it. I'm gonna move up.
Yep.
And then barrage.
Mhm.
So thermal lance.
Yep. That's a hit. For 8 energy.
And then 2 hand cannons.
And the first one doesn't quite do it. Second one does though. You destroy the Goliath profile. That is Natalia's mech.
High fives.
High fives all around. Now the important question is, what are you guys doing with Natalia?
Remember, this is Ralph's OC. Don't hurt his feelings.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm
Hold the
fine
mech
with
back
everything.
together.
I'm fine with absolutely everything. I just want to know what happens to her.
Take her to
Is
the.
there a bounty on her?
I mean, she is the head of the
Ralph,
the now destroyed Anton Industry remnants here on the station.
she's been targeting me a good bit. Can I 1v1 her? Pilot v pilot.
You could if I had a pilot ready for her. Actually, let's. You can. Just takes a minute. Who looks like Natalia? This looks like an Anton Industry stealth suit.
I mean, I was gonna say take her to the, station.
You just want to pick her
I
up
agree.
as she scoops out there. Can't take a prisoner with a mech. She's not gonna be able to do anything about that.
Not planning on killing him. Just what goes around comes around. She's been kind of mean.
All right, fair enough.
So you're gonna shoot her?
Let's make her.
I have a melee weapon.
Oh no, that's a bit awkward. There. Show nameplate, Natalia. Just gonna borrow Vice's profile for this one. If that seems appropriate. Yeah, she climbs out of her mech, immediately draws her light signature and shoots you. For 1 damage.
You damn intercorp pigs! You'll never catch me alive!
Ouch, my bones. I'm just gonna, I was gonna melee, but I'll just return fire. I'll just
Alright.
use the heavy signature.
What is your heavy signature? I think you still have one of the... Yeah, you have the Mark 1 Interpoint Station heavy signature, which is a kinetic rocket launcher. Nobody knows how that works.
Shit.
Oh boy.
I think a 7 won't do it though. So your railgun goes wide.
Is it just firing like a solid rocket?
Yeah, basically. It's just a tungsten rod. I don't know what I thought back there, but now a bunch of pilots have these rocket launchers. All right, what's everybody else doing? Just grabbing Natalia and taking her prisoner, or just executing her on the spot?
I say take her. Take her.
Yeah,
She's
I
worth
agree.
more alive, right?
Presumably. She's worth something to someone, I bet.
Plus,
All right.
I mean, shooting people in a mech is just, I don't know, it's crass. I think it's crass. That's me.
I can
And with
stab her
that-
if that makes you feel better.
And with that, you take Natalia prisoner, thus, after killing all of her men, defeating every Anton Industry remnant on Interpoint Station. We're now free of hostiles. Thank you so much.
Back to the beach.
Yeah, you can go back to the beach. We'll see what Natalia's fate awaits when I get around to writing for her.
Sounds like
Yeah, that
Forever
was
takes
so much fun. I enjoyed that boss fight so much. It was great.
That was a very nice boss fight, Ralph.
that was a very.
Just the cobbled together Frank and Mac.
That was creative. I enjoyed that.
All right, let's do some quick paperwork before we call it a night. Scrapper, where you at?
Listen,
This is your third mission, making you go to license level 1. No, actually to 2. Sorry. Absolutely to 2. What's your frame?
oh yeah,
What's your frame want to be?
What
Tortuga.
license are you building to, Scrapper?
I'm gonna get a Tortuga,
Tortuga's pretty good. Excited
especially
for that one.
since Scrapper's coming back with a mech that's cobbled together with electrical tape and
Rolling
spot
Thunder.
welds.
You will go to license level 1.5. Rhino, this is your first successful mission. Thus, you will be going to license level 1.
All right.
So you can pick some fun stuff up for the next one.
Yeah.
And Shrike.
I just put myself up to one and a half.
1.5. Sounds good to me. Great. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's session. I hope
Yeah.
that I'll be seeing you around.
I hope so.
And have a good one, everybody. Take it easy.
Thanks for the session, Ralph. That was a good one.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
See you in 2 weeks.
Goodbye.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, Twitch chat. What did you think of that Natalia boss fight? Oh, that's the wrong one. Discord there. Ooh! That was a fun one. Just 4 mechs in a trench coat. Alright. Any more questions, Twitch chat, or are we calling it a night here? Questions, wishes. My internet didn't crap out. Yes. Such a hassle every time when it craps out in the middle, because I have to go and stitch the VODs together and then render them for like 6 hours, unironically, because they're so long. It's not fun. It's not fun. Yeah. That was a fun one. And I guess I'll see you guys. Oh, I need to actually. I guess it happens from time to time, right? That some idiot just randomly joins the Roll20 game and starts spamming nonsense, and then it invalidates the invite link because I have to kick them and generates a new one, so I have to post up a new link. Somebody remind me of that, please. Alright. That is all. I'll see you guys around same time tomorrow. What are we doing tomorrow? What's the mission for tomorrow? That's Sneak. We're on the ocean floor tomorrow. Exciting. I just want to preview with the map for this because I think the map is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely stunningly gorgeous. I like it so much. Look at these colors. Man, excited for that one. With like algae, soft cover, and then rocks and hard cover clams. That's gonna be fun. All right, and with that, oh yeah, and if anybody from Next Mission team is watching, either sneak in an EVA module real quick onto your mech, or take the snorkel floaty reserve tomorrow. All right, take it easy, everybody, and I'll see you when I see you.